Hi, my dear children. Good morning to you all, and welcome back to the 9th standard social classes for English medium. My dear student, in this class we are going to deal with the new concept, that is, what is that? Yes, geographical location. My dear student, in this class we are going to study the new concept, geographical locations of Karnataka state in the lesson Our State Karnataka. My dear pupil, before going to start that, before going to deal the new concept, let us glance the things what we had discussed in the last class. My dear student, in the initiation part of the lesson Our State Karnataka, we came across a few important aspects or things related to the chapter. Those are the natural beauty of Karnataka state and how Karnataka state came into existence, and the background of Karnataka state and the history of Karnataka state, and also how the name Karnataka had been used 1000 years ago. Along with that, the existence of Mysuru state in 1953, the existence of Mysuru state in 1953, and then the existence of Vishala Mysuru state in 1956, the existence of Vishala Mysuru state in 1953, and the 1973's development, that is already we discussed about this, how Vishala Mysuru state renamed as Karnataka state according to the demand of the people from Karnataka state. So the Karnataka state came to exist in 1953 as Mysuru. Later, in 1953, Vishala Mysuru state, Kannada speaking people gathered and formed the name of Vishala Mysuru state, and the Vishala Mysuru state renamed as Karnataka state in 1973. So these are the important aspects that discussed in the last class. I hope that you understood the last class very well about the background and existence of Karnataka, Mysuru, Vishala Mysuru state like that. And also I hope that you have completed the homework. Dear student, in this class we are going to deal with another concept, as I told, that is geographical locations. The geographical locations of Karnataka in India, or else the geographical position of Karnataka in India. But a student, I also in the previous class I asked many questions to answer you, isn't it? See, among them, how many states are there in India? How many states are there in India? Yes, there are 29 states in India. Dear student, Karnataka, when we come to Karnataka, Karnataka is one of the 29 states of India. Got it? And it has its own position, especially geographical position, cultural position, language position, and the position in literature. It has its own greatness. It is situated in the southern part of India. It is means Karnataka is situated in the southern part of India in the western central area, the western central area of the peninsular region, western central area of a peninsular region. And then it extends from 11 degree 31 minutes north to 18 degree 45 what? 45? Yes, minute. 18 degree 45 minute north latitude and 74 degree to 74 degree 12 minute east to 78 degree 40 minute east longitude. I hope that you are very good knowledge on longitude and latitude. Dear student, I would like to repeat once again. Let us see the geographical extension of Karnataka in India or on the globe. It extends from 11 degree 31 meter north to 18 degree 45 meter north latitude and 74 degree 12 minute to 78 degree 40 minute east longitude. So this is the geographical extension of Karnataka state. We can also go through the textbook. We will come to know that. Got it? Then there are how many districts are there in Karnataka? How many districts are there? Very good. There are 29 districts are there, and recently one district is added, that is Vijayapura district. That is Vijayapura district. Got it? My dear students, see, let us see two more detail about Karnataka's geographical locations. Its length. So what is the length of Karnataka state? See, this is the map of Karnataka. Listen, my dear student, and look at here. Its length of Karnataka is the length of Karnataka. See, now I am drawing length from top to bottom. Got it? The length of Karnataka is how many kilometers? Yes, 750 kilometers. The length of Karnataka is 750 kilometers, and it stretching from where? See, look at this point. Which district comes here? Bidar. Very good. From Aurad Taluk. There is a taluk that is Aurad. What is that? Aurad Taluk, from the district Bidar. It extends from here district in the northernmost tip of the state. This is the northernmost tip of the state in Karnataka, and it goes on extending towards the south. The south tip of Karnataka is Chamarajanagar. What is that place? Chamarajanagar. Isn't it? The distance between the northern tip place Aurad from Bidar district to Chamarajanagar place. The distance between these 2 points is 750 kilometers. Got it? See, which is the northern tip, or which is the most northern tip of Karnataka state? that is Aura Taluk, which comes in Bidar district. Got it? Which is the southernmost tip of Karnataka state, that is, what is that? Yes, Chamarajanagar, which comes in the southern tip in Karnataka state. Got it? So this is what about we discussed about the length of Karnataka state. Now the width of Karnataka state. The width of Karnataka state. Let's see the width of Karnataka state. So what is the present width of Karnataka? We can also say like this, width. Got it? And then we can also draw like this. The width of Karnataka state. Let us see. See, its width is 400 kilometers. How much? 400 kilometers. 400 kilometers from the east Karwar in Uttara Karnataka. From east, what is the point? Karwar. Karwar. It comes in Uttara Kannada district. Got it? It is the eastern part of Karnataka state or eastern tip of Karnataka state, that is Karwar. Which is the eastern edge of Karnataka state, that is Karwar, which comes in, yes, Uttara Kannada district. Especially in the western side. It is the western side. Next, when we come to the eastern side, got it? Eastern side. Whereas Mulabagilu, what is the place? Mulabagilu, which comes in Kolar district. It is the eastern end. What is that? Eastern end tip of Karnataka state is Mulabagilu, and the western end of Karnataka state is Karwar, which comes in Uttara Kannada district. The northern tip of Karnataka is Aura Taluk, which comes in Bidar district, and the southern tip of Karnataka state is, yes, what is that? Chamarajanagar. Got it? See, the width of Karnataka state is 400 kilometers, whereas the length of Karnataka state is 750 kilometers. Got it? This is about the length and width of Karnataka state. Got it? Now, the Karnataka state has both the frontiers or borders. Our Karnataka state is having two borders. One is land border and water border or water frontiers. Let us see which are they. The Arabian Sea. Got it? You know very well about that. The Arabian Sea, which comes in the eastern part. This is the Arabian Sea, dear students. Got it? This is the, yes, east and western part. Got it? This is eastern part. East and west. See, the Arabian Sea in the west. Look at here, the Arabian Sea in the west. States of Maharashtra. What is that? Maharashtra. Maharashtra in the north. Where is that? In the north, Maharashtra. Maharashtra in the north. The Arabian Sea in the west, state of Maharashtra, and dear student, let us come again. Maharashtra comes in the north place of Karnataka. See, now we are going to discuss about especially the land frontiers and the water frontiers. Now, the water frontiers is nothing but already we discussed that. If we come to the western part of Karnataka, we will have Arabian Sea. Got it? And then likewise, land frontiers. Let us see. First thing is Maharashtra. That's the neighboring countries. These are the neighboring countries. Let us see. Maharashtra comes in the north of Karnataka state, whereas Andhra Pradesh in the east. In the east, Andhra Pradesh. Got it? And then Tamil Nadu Nadu in the south. Tamil Nadu in the south. Tamil Nadu in the south and southeast. South and southeast. Kerala in the southwest. Southwest, that is Kerala. Kerala in the southwest. Got it? The student likewise, and the Goa, the state Goa in the northwest. Goa in the northwest. Goa in the northwest. See, these are the land frontiers and the water frontiers. Got it? I hope that you are getting my points, dear student. Listen once again. Karnataka has both land and water frontiers. In the western side, Karnataka has Arabian Sea as water frontiers, whereas on the other side, the land frontiers. If you go to North Karnataka, we have, what is that? Maharashtra. Then if we come to the eastern side, we have Andhra Pradesh, and if we come to the southern side, got it? We will have Tamil Nadu, and the south and the southwest we will have Kerala, and then northwest we have Goa. See, these are the neighboring states of Karnataka state, and these are also called as the land and water frontiers. Land and water frontiers. Dear students, take down the question as a homework. What are the, or which are the neighboring states of Karnataka state? Got it? So, as I told, you should write the proper answer for that. And the shape of Karnataka. The shape of Karnataka, how it is. Now we are going to discuss about the size of Karnataka. Got it? See, the shape of Karnataka resembles a cashew nut. What is that? The shape of Karnataka is resembled cashew nut, isn't it? It is nothing but it looks like a cashew nut. Got it? So this is the shape of Karnataka state. Now let us see the total size, especially the population of Karnataka state. My dear student, Karnataka is having Karnataka stretches over an area of, now Karnataka stretches an area of 1 lakh. How much? 1 lakh. The complete area of Karnataka is 191,791 square kilometers. The total area of Karnataka 191,791 square kilometers. Got it? This is the total area of Karnataka state. It is India's 8th largest state with regard to area, and according to the 2011 census, it has the 9th position with a population of 6 crore. It has changed. According to the 2011 census, the total population of Karnataka is 6 crore 11 lakh 30,704. According to the 2011 census, the total population of Karnataka was 6 crore 11 lakh 30,704. Total population according to the 2011 census. Got it? So this is actually the total area of Karnataka state and the total population of Karnataka state according to the census of 2011. Karnataka occupies 5.38% of India's total geographical area. Karnataka occupies 5.38% of total land in India, especially the geographical area. Karnataka occupied 5.38, sorry, not 38, 83. Karnataka occupied 5.83% of total geographical area of India. And this is about the complete size of Karnataka. Got it? At present, there are 30 districts. At present, there are 30 districts, and the new district recently added, that is, what is that? Vijayapura district in our state. These districts comprises how much, my dear students? These districts comprises, let me watch these things. See, these districts comprises of 176 towns, 176 taluks, then 747 hublis, 747 hublis, then 347 towns or cities, and 27,481 villages. This is the total picture of Karnataka. Got it? My dear students, according to the 2011 census, Karnataka had 6 crore population, and this is the complete description about the Karnataka state. And then Belagavi district is the largest in size. See, according to the size, Belagavi occupies the first position, and the Bangalore urban occupies the last position in area or size. Got it? And then Bangalore is the capital city of Karnataka. We know very well about that. The state has been divided into 4 divisions. The complete state has been divided into 4 divisions according to the administrative purpose. My dear students, according to the administrative convenience, Karnataka has been divided into 4 divisions. Which are those? Yes, Bengaluru, Mysuru, Belagavi and Kalaburagi. These are the 4 divisions have been divided by the government of Karnataka to maintain administrative system and to run the administrative system in Karnataka state. So my dear students, this is about the complete picture of Karnataka. I hope that you understood very well about these important aspects of Karnataka in the lesson our state Karnataka. Got it? And I hope that you will write all the questions which are there in the exercise part regarding to this lesson our state Karnataka. And I hope that once again you understood very well, and remaining things will be discussed in the next class, or we will meet with the next lesson in the next class. Until then, take care. Bye. Thank you.